Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to Discover the Rope. This is part of my Discover the series where I introduce you to all of the weapons, tools, training techniques that I know and introduce you just so you can get a bit of experience and see if you like it. And then if you like more, you can follow on to control. And the control is the second part of the series. So if you like control the rope, if you like Discover the Rope, you can go to control the rope as the next video as a follow-up. So why are we training the rope? The rope's a really interesting tool to, first of all, it's accessible. It's quite easy to grab hold of a rope, whether you're actually buying a rope flow or you just have a normal jump rope. What I like about this is it's quite an easy tool that connects your hands to your feet, your left hand and your right hand together. It trains the left side and the right side of the brain at the same time. It will introduce rhythm, timing, coordination, and as a bigger picture of all of that, it actually helps to introduce the coiling, core, and rotation training. And I find this is the nicest and easiest way, and probably one of the safest ways to start with introducing and training rotational movement. So the first thing I want you to do is pick the rope up, make sure you're in a clear space so you're not going to hit anything. I want you just to get used to the rope. We have a few different techniques I'm going to go into a bit more detail with you. But whether you're using one hand or two hands, I want you just to take the rope in, whether it's an overhand or an underhand pattern. Just get comfortable trying to move the rope around. Take it from one hand to the other hand. Feel the weight of the rope. What I like about the rope is every time the rope hits down, you can feel the bump, 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 the rhythm, the timing, and the beat of the rope. So you can use that to help with your own coordination with your movement. We can take it from one side of the body. We can take it to the other side of the body. We can stop the rope and we can go the opposite direction. And this is just before we go into some detail of how to hold and maneuver in the directions. This is just for you to feel and experience using this tool. Changing hands, changing sides. Doesn't matter if the rope hits you. Start again. The rope stop. Try it again. Nice. And then let's go into a little bit more detail on how we hold and use the rope. And then I'm going to teach you some directions so you can take this experience and just learn some real patterns. Okay, everyone, let's go into a little bit more detail now. I'm going to introduce you to the cardinal rules or the cardinal lines. You've got to know the rules before you can break the rules. So to make this a lot easier is if I give you a framework and a grid to work off of, it will be easier to be able to navigate and move the rope around, especially when you start learning more tricks, things like dragon rolls and underhand sneaks and stuff. It's easier to navigate on a grid, and then you can actually take that off grid. But if I say with the grid is, this is 12 o'clock, this is 6 o'clock, this is north, this is south, north, east, south, west, north, south, left, right, you'll hear me interchange between those, and I'm going to try and do my best to keep it as comprehensive and simple for you as well. But what I'd like you to do is, let's start with an underhand. We're on 12 o'clock to the front, so the underhand, take the rope with two hands. In fact, before we continue, I'll introduce, where are we, the cardinal lines in our hand position. So what I would like you to do is, before we move around here, grab hold of the rope and know that we have ways of holding the rope here. One of the most simple ways is to do the OK sign. Grab the rope, put it between the hands and maneuver with the OK. I like to then switch between the fingers. The weight of the rope is going to pull the certain part of the hand. So depending on what feels comfortable, whether you're in the OK sign, take the rope and see if we can start this underhand rotation. Underhand, 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 underhand. We can feel that the rope takes our body and our head to one side to facilitate the movement. But what you can also do is still stay quite strict and then use the arms But at the beginning phase, really encourage this rotation, encourage this movement, going from side to side. Good. And we can then change and go overhand from side to side. Still in my okay sign. I'm still trying to take the rope from side to side here. I'm feeling the weight change, the coordination, the beat with the rope, hitting down every time. Good, and then I'm going to try and take the rope now to one side. This is our first technical teaching point. This is our propeller. My hands are right in front of me. My body is facing my right side or east. Both hands are in front of my body. And I am taking the rope still in this overhand position. Overhand, overhand. I'll come onto one side. I'll go back to facing the front, keep the rope on my one side, and when I'm ready, overhand, overhand. I can then turn to the other side. I'm still in this overhand position. I'm now facing my left, in the propeller position, and we stop the rope again. Next thing we're going to do is start to be a bit more technical with our changing in direction, or changing, side to side. This is called the race and chase. This is called the race and chase. And what this is basically whether we're doing an overhand or an underhand, we end up keeping the hands in the same position until we decide to change. So what I'm going to do here is 12 o'clock, south o'clock on my lines. I'm going to bring my weight to my right side and bring my right hand at the bottom, left hand on the top. I'm going to keep this position as I change side to side here. So what I'm going to do initially facing towards 12 o'clock is do this underhand rotation. My right hand's on the bottom, I have an underhand rotation. And then when I'm ready, I'm going to keep that hand position and I'm going to go side to side. Go side to side, go side to side. You see that there's a figure of 8 that's being drawn with my hands, but I'm trying to keep that main orientation and direction with my right hand underneath. I could change that to have the right hand on top. Same thing for our underhands. So this is now, if I'm on my left side, that's left hand at the bottom. Keeping that left hand at the bottom for an underhand, 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 underhand. This is our underhand race and chase with our left hand leads, with our left hand at the bottom leading the figure of 8. And then we can take that to an overhand. Same thing, I'm going to keep my left hand on the bottom. I'm going to go overhand, 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 overhand. I can do right hand at the bottom. Other side, I can go overhand. And then side to side. Still leading with that right hand on the bottom. So we have our race and chase overhand. We have our race and chase underhand. We have our propeller. And now we're going to navigate our way around the whole compass or the whole cardinal lines here. So with 12 o'clock, I like to start with an underhand. If I'm thinking movement patterns with my underhand, I'm thinking walking forwards. This is a walking gait. This is our walking position. If I'm doing an overhand position, this for me is a little bit more martial arts. I can get some straights, I can get some hooks. Good. And going back to our underhands, we have our walking gait, but we also have these uppercuts or body hooks that we can be training or simulating with the rope. 12 o'clock, rope, whichever hand position feels comfortable. Underhand to start with, underhand in front of the body. We're going to do whichever hand on top, left hand or right hand, and we're going to work our way around the compass. When I get to the side in the propeller, I'm then going to face south, and south puts me into an overhand position. So our overhand position, at the moment I have my left hand underneath, left hand leading. I'm going to switch and have my right hand underneath, right hand leading. You come around, and then back towards the front. I can then change my direction coming onto the other orientation, so I'm going in an anti-clockwise direction. I have my left hand underneath, so left hand lead. I'm switching to my right hand underneath, right hand lead. Back to the propeller. And everything can be also done with one hand. So we can go between our two hands. We're going to go underhand to start with here. We can go between our two hands underhand and then pick and take the hand away, and you have the same pattern work. And then this starts really becoming where I find the most fun part of the rope is, because then you can start feeling rhythm, coordination, timing. You have a free hand. You can add with footwork. Same thing can happen with both, but it's a lot easier to start using this weight to help maneuver whatever skill work or pattern work you're doing. We're here at Bangtao, so work with a lot of fighters. And for me, working on this single leg balance, or for MMA, being able to control the bottom or the low part of everything here. That's the rope. So if you like that and you want to do an extended version of this, you can access it on my school account, so you can see the whole video in this series. You can follow me on the fundamentals of human movement or on the House of Strength.